dropped it about halfway between my place and Swan.
Really? Oh, no.
I put just like some PVC pieces to roll it on.
Yeah.
He never took them off.
No.
I let him borrow the trailer and take it out to the island.
Yeah.
He said he's gonna bring it back. Pretty soon it's back in a few minutes with empty trailer. I said, that can't be good. It's laying around the road.
Oh, no.
Right around where the condo, where
That's not.
the
Yeah, right on there.
catering right in the road. I said, throw on some help, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I've got 5 o'clock. I'll call the meeting to order today, Thursday, October 16th, 2025. Roll call, we have Selectman Howdy Goodwin, Eric Eaton, Mackenzie Jewett, Kevin Buck, myself, Jamie Thurlow, Town Clerk, Sarah Abbott, and Town Manager, Jesse Dunbar. Adoption of agenda, is there anything anyone would like to change on the agenda? All right, I guess we have regular business is the public safety building discussion. We, at our last meeting, asked the fire department to, and also the ambulance service, I think, to do some brainstorming on whether this building out here would work for the fire department, and also how desperate in need I think that the ambulance service is for a building at this time. Jim, Alan, whichever one wants to. Jim was here last time. I don't know who wants to speak. But.
Yeah, I came out and we discussed the use of the building across the way. I came out and took a look at it, and again, it's another case of a lot of compromises that have to be addressed in some way. You're gonna have to change a lot of the way the building is configured, and then kind of customize the way that we would handle our equipment, rather than just having something that was built to suit. So there's not a great deal of enthusiasm about going that route, because there's quite a bit of modification and construction that would have to go along with that. And from what I understand, the ambulance, their situation is different because they're in dire need of housing. And that's not something that any of our solutions are really gonna provide any good news for them, I should say.
Did you also ask the department about what we had spoke about, the selling, where the proceeds from selling the current station would go to?
That's gonna have to wait until we have our department meeting.
Oh, okay.
It's the board will have to make the final
Yep.
decision on it. The membership's gonna have to have an opportunity to chime in, and then
Yep.
the board will make the final decision on how that should be managed.
Okay.
I'm sure we can work something out. I'm not comfortable saying yes.
No,
we're
I
definitely
understand.
gonna-
If you, yeah, I didn't know if the board had met or if they'd had a chance.
No,
No.
our board meeting is gonna be the first Wednesday of November.
Okay.
We'll probably address the issue at our training meeting at the end of this month
Mm-hmm.
with the memberships.
Okay. Andy, any
Yeah.
update from you at all?
Sure.
Anything change or, yeah?
I polled the board.
Yep.
I got a tiny bit of feedback from crew, but wasn't able to get in touch with a lot of people.
Yep.
I think what I would like to say is that if you decide to purchase the Wagner property, we would be grateful for the opportunity to use the space, and it would be a significant upgrade for us in a number of ways. I don't know what tests have been done, radon, air quality, water quality, and so on. Those kinds of things would have to come back positive or favorable in order for us to feel comfortable about putting our people in that house or help us. As grateful as we are for your interest in supporting the ambulance service, I think you should make the decision, based on what's best for the town, fire department and everything, not because it would help us.
Okay.
We use it, I feel pretty confident about that, but it shouldn't be the deciding factor in your decision.
Okay, perfect, thanks.
Is that helpful?
Yeah, no, it is. What do you guys think?
I think they both have said no.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, we've presented two good options to the fire department as far as building a fire station, and they turned both of them down. So, I mean, we've had good compromises, it doesn't seem to be good enough for them, so I think, as much as I hate to do this because I feel awful that we've dragged this around all summer long, I think we pull the plug and then the fire department can do what they want. But I am not in support of calling a special town meeting for funding for this fire station. I'm not in support of a $6 million building or whatever we're at this point. We've offered a couple of good choices and we've been turned down each time, so that's where I'm at.
Can I just address that, Mackenzie?
Sure.
So we're really back to our original proposal, which is to go for the CDS grant on land that the town owns. And we only pulled that back because the grants were not funded at the beginning of the year, you may remember.
Right.
And that's when I thought this proposal came through, because we certainly weren't looking to have the town spend $4 to $6 million on a new building if we lost that grant. And I thought this was a good alternative, but now that the grants are funded again, we're really right back to where we were earlier in the year, where we're looking to get federal funding for 75%. So if you look at the outlay from the town, the path that we're on, I think it's a strong one, will cost the town less, because, you know, even at $6 million, that's $1.5 million the town would owe, versus, you know, we don't know really what refitting the Wagner property, and particularly moving Public Works, is gonna cost. It's at least $1 million, because that's what we're gonna pay, and, you know,
Yeah.
your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be more than 1.5, so in the interest of the town, I think this is really the best solution, and we're gonna get the best building, or the better building, because it'll be purpose-built, so.
But it's very hard for us to call a special town meeting and ask the taxpayers to 1.5, 2 million, whatever the magic number is right now, when we don't even have anything on a piece of paper. So that's where I'm at, like, we're
Sure.
just throwing money, and it probably would be fine, but I'm not willing to stick my neck out for that until we have stuff figured out. But I'm just one, there's
Yeah.
4 other guys.
Yeah, and also, that's one big if. That's the biggest thing, Alan. I mean, this is the way that, nothing against how you're selling it, but the way that you're selling it is, you know, this is going to be a better building. We're gonna have the perfect setup. I agree, that could happen, potentially. It also couldn't happen. And then we're sitting back here in a year, and you're saying, oops, we didn't get the grant. So,
Yeah.
that's, you know, there's no guarantees in any of these grants, so it can be, it could go either way. I mean,
It's risky.
Yeah,
And it's hard for us to sell that to taxpayers. Like, that's a hard, we're gonna spend $1.5 million of your money, but not sure what.
yeah. Kevin, anybody else? You guys got anything?
The committee's heard me. I'm pretty skeptical on the grant also. I mean, I think if it comes through, it would be wonderful. Alan's gonna try to prove me wrong. I hope he does.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I mean, I'm all for it.
Totally.
I think you've got more faith in it than I do.
I think we have a really strong case. I think we have a really strong case.
Yeah. Funding comes and goes lately too, so I mean, there's a lot of things in play there, but.
Yes, yeah.
Would, in the grant application, Alan, you may know this, would we run into a snag because the town would own the building, but the occupants would be a non-municipal entity? No, not a problem. Okay.
points of our proposal is the fact that the ambulance service would be a participant, because that makes it larger than just Tremont. It's now almost regional. And of course, the fact that we service, thousands and thousands of people that come to visit the park. So even though we're applying as a town of less than 2,000, our service community is much larger. It's a much bigger impact. That's why I think it's such a strong case.
Yeah, and I hope you're right. I just, I hope you're right. I just don't want to throw everything out the window and then in a year say, whoops, we're back
We
to.
can realign it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So, do you have any more info on when we can actually we have to put in for the grant before we can do any designing? Is that?
No, in fact, we need to get the engineering study going, and that's why we gave you the RFQ. That is a really essential piece of this, because as part of the grant proposal, you need a preliminary design because you need to know how much you're asking for. So you need a cost
Right.
estimate, a real cost estimate.
Yeah, okay.
You also need an environmental impact study. And then we need, of course, a lot of support from both our community as well as surrounding communities. And so there's a lot of work to go to get it, but that engineering report is really key.
Yeah, and I mean, the way I look at it is if we ask the town for 1.5 million to match this grant, that money's not spent yet, it's sitting there.
Oh, yeah.
And until we have a number that we can fit that budget, I mean, we can afford to do the design, I would think, the engineering part of it, so we know a number, because we have to know a number. And you have to spend money to know a number. So yeah, and we're never gonna get anything done if not everybody's on the same page. If we force you into this or that or whatever, it's just not gonna work, so.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we need to focus at this point.
I'm in-
Whichever way we go, and it seems like we should go
Right.
the way we started, we really need to be focused and get that process going.
Yeah, I think that's what we should focus on. And as for the ambulance, like, once we figure out how long this process for the fire station is gonna be, if it's gonna be 10 years, just say, well, hopefully it won't be. If it's a lot less than that, then that'll help out the ambulance pretty soon, but if not, we can always do something here that would add to Warren's need for more space, and that's kind of where I'm at. And it would be less expensive, all in all.
Yeah, I just think it's really important for me, before I try to pitch anything or put it in front of taxpayers, to get something from the fire department. I feel like that, we haven't been on the same page in quite a while, and I think getting a commitment that we're gonna sell our station, we're gonna throw that into the till, that's gonna help out. I think that will show, that they're trying, or the fire department's trying to, and so I think once we get that, that will help persuade me a little more.
What do you got, Howdy?
I got nothing.
So everybody says we're done with the Mike Wagner property? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we can justify the cost for our need currently without fire department needing it.
Okay.
I'm not sure I agree with all the reasoning, but it doesn't seem to make any sense to buy it at this point.
Yeah.
Right, it's a fight, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I've said a while ago, it's not worth the fight
Yeah.
anyway.
Yep, they can do what they want.
Yeah, I feel bad that we have, the town has dragged along Mike for quite some time, and,
The town hasn't,
yeah.
we haven't.
yeah.
But
Is there anything in there, Jesse, where we need to,
If you can just make a motion, to cancel the purchase and sale.
okay,
Um,
do we have to reimburse Mike for any time of his headaches and,
There's nothing in the contract that says
Okay.
we do.
We just throw a boat with it.
yeah.
I hope Mike sells it and gets about $10 million for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I hope so too.
I don't think you'll have any trouble selling it.
Yeah. Okay, so do you guys think, I just hate to have, I wish we could do something for his time and aggravation and the whole thing, just something. I don't care what it is, but just seems, like the right thing to do. If you were in any other purchase and sale agreement, Eric, if you bought a property and you backed out, you're gonna be held to Corvette, as much as I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it works.
Yeah, I know. Anybody have an idea, or just let it go at that?
What's your idea?
Oh, I don't, just something, just, $1,000 of headache money, I don't know. I just hate stringing people along like that,
Yeah, I do
and
too.
wasting their time and,
Wasting their time, yeah.
yep, I don't think it's right, that's all.
Yeah.
I think we should do something, just as a good gesture. He's been very good too about showing it to people and having it be open and very open book, nothing to hide there, so.
Yeah.
I've got no issues with doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just something.
So it's motion time.
Yeah.
Motion.
I don't wanna make that
There you go,
motion.
Eric, look in the mirror, buddy.
Got that, Eric.
I don't even know what to say. I motion that we, pull out of the, contract or purchase and sale agreement with the Wagner property. Is that what you want? Yeah.
Anything tied in for compensation or no?
Well, I think we should compensate him. Should that be a separate motion?
It can be, so.
Okay. And we compensate him $1,500 for his time and aggravation.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to, withdraw from the contract, purchase and sale agreement with Mike Wagner for his property, and to, give him $1,500 for his time and headaches. And to thank him for being open and working with the town through the process. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Can be under protest.
In your packet is also the RFQ, that Alan was speaking of, for the engineering study. You didn't have it at your last meeting, 'cause
Yep.
it came in after the packet, so if you wish to authorize that being released, I would take a motion to do so.
So if we do this, then it gets sent out. You get 10 bids, whatever you get, and then it comes back to us to make that, okay. I just wanna be sure that way
Yep.
we're on, cost effective
Yeah.
purchasing, that's all.
Yep,
And we do have money set aside for that.
yep.
Yeah, we already had 25 as total, it was 10 we already opened, or 15 or whatever it was, but it was already 25 sitting there
Yeah.
ready for it.
35, was it
20, I think it was 25, yeah. It was, yeah, it was 10 and 50, I can't remember whether we issued the 15 or the 10, but either side of it was
I
already
think it was the
okay.
10 that was issued,
Yeah.
not 15.
Yep.
I make a motion to approve the RFQ as presented.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the RFQ as presented. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Okay, I think that's it. We've got suggestions for the next meeting. Date of the next meeting.
A motion to confirm the date of the next meeting for Monday, October 20th, 2025 at 5 p.m. at the town office.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to confirm the date of the next meeting for Monday, October 20th, 5 p.m. town office. Any discussion? All those in favor? Howdy, that's like Monday, like this Monday, not like next month, that's like, yeah. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Thank you, guys.
We could get this in more.
I'm excited for a new building.
What's that?